Relationships go through their turbulence. They have their ups, they have their downs. If children are involved, that is a permanent situation. That is something that you're going to always have to deal with. And if you two come to the place in your relationship where you no longer like him or you no longer like her and you guys do not want to deal with each other, my suggestion is that you figure out how to deal with each other amicably. You figure out a situation that both not only works with you financially, but works with your time, works with your peace of mind, and is set up for your future choices to be with other people. What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with Truth Table. Welcome to the table. I'm going to do a broadcast today on a topic that I know I personally deal with, and there's other men that listen to me that tune into this channel and just nationwide that deal with this same issue. That's right, gentlemen. Child support. It's wicked. It is evil on all accounts. Now, I took this video off TikTok. It's about 3 minutes long. I didn't play the entire thing, but just listen to this lady's perspective. Just give her a fair shot to explain her viewpoint, her outlook from a woman's perspective. Without further ado.
Yes. When we got our divorce, they set it up for, I think, like $69 a week or whatever. So he got a new job. This is a true story. My baby daddy got a new job. My ex-husband got a new job. So they sent me a letter for us to go back and do an increase for us to go back to court. So we get to court. True story. I'm with him at this time. Yes, I've got a whole new husband. My ex-husband, matter of fact, he had a new wife. They had just got remarried. So we get to court and they trying to get me to get an increase. And I told them, well, no, I'm good with the $69. Because at the time, I think my son was 4. I was like, I'm cool with that. I don't need no increase. I said, that's enough to take care of a 4-year-old to get him some whatever he needs, some Zuzus and Wham-Whams or whatever. They really was they was pushing the issue to the point I had to tell them I'm good. I don't need him to pay my bills. I need him to take care of his baby. His baby 4. $69 a week to get him what he need. Yeah, I don't need him to pay my bills though. Yeah. And everybody was looking like, damn, I wish she was my baby. I was keeping it 100 though. This man just got married. He got a family he got to provide for. I don't need them to take his money to provide for my household. We ain't together. And that's how y'all look at it. Y'all think y'all lay down and plop a baby out that he's supposed to pay your bills all of a sudden. I don't know who the hell told y'all that, because they don't even include your bills in the child support payment. This is shit some woman done came up with. Talking about, yeah, that little money he give me, it don't pay half my, it ain't supposed to pay your goddamn bills. If it do, so when he get custody, see, y'all don't look at it that way, because men get custody too. So when he get custody of the child, you ready to give up half your motherfucking check and still take care of your other kids? Because I guarantee they'll come up. Yeah, you'll want to talk about your kids then, but you don't want him to talk about his other family. When he mentioned his other family, everybody started looking all sideways. But when he get the child, you want to talk about your other kids, you got to take care of, I bet, don't you? Huh? Can you afford to take care of his household and yours? Your children? Okay, think about that shit before you run your ass down there all happy go lucky.
She deserves her flowers. She deserves a round of applause. She deserves a street named after her. Now, she's a little rough around the edges. You know, she had a lot going on. But her perspective was one that I would personally think that any grown person, a woman, is going to take into account when you talk about the demise and the dissolution of your relationship. Let's be clear, gentlemen and ladies who are listening. Relationships go through their turbulence. They have their ups, they have their downs. If children are involved, that is a permanent situation. That is something that you're going to always have to deal with. And if you two come to the place in your relationship where you no longer like him or you no longer like her and you guys do not want to deal with each other, my suggestion is that you figure out how to deal with each other amicably. You figure out a situation that both not only works with you financially, but works with your time, works with your peace of mind, and is set up for your future choices to be with other people. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. What is sickening is that child support is structured to keep men predominantly gripped to a financial obligation that funds an entity, that funds the state, that funds that particular county. It has nothing to do with the child. It has nothing to do with families staying together. And if you were paying attention to what the lady said, she said that they were encouraging the increase. Not one time did she say she was pushing for the increase. That they automated the fact that their relationship was coming to a demise, was coming to a dissolution, and now they encouraged her to push for more money. Why would they do that? Why would it make sense for them to be interested in what goes on financially in her life or in his life? Think about this, gentlemen and ladies that are listening, because it's not about you. Every case that's on the books is like credit. See, one thing I learned about being in business and, purchasing power and things of that nature is that they run economics a certain way. The more accounts they have, the more ability to credit accounts, even when it comes to something like child support. Child support has absolutely nothing to do with the making sure that that kid has adequate funding for their betterment of their life. Because if they were really concerned about that, they will push for counseling. They will push for you guys to go through consultation and really, really make sure that the relationship is at the point to where it cannot be resolved. Because they understand that the best case scenario for that child or those children is for both of those parents to be working together to raise those children, preferably under the same household. But they're quick to jump to a financial gain because that's exactly what it is. So if they get one account from you and one account from you and one account from you, well, guess what? They can now go to their city officials. They can now go to the bids that they have every quarter, annually, to the county and negotiate for certain improvements when it comes to paint, expansion, construction. Why? Because they have 23,000 some odd, I'm just throwing out a number, 23,000 some odd child support cases in this local county that, comprise of certain amounts that will generate X amount of dollars. This is the reason why they do it. Ladies, you guys have to get over your feelings. If that relationship ended and you did all you can, well, then it came to its end. Gentlemen, be careful who you have a child with, because it could be the difference between life and death financially. Your peace of mind will always be messed with. Your progression will always be, in a sense, limited, and you're always going to have to be shelling out money that you really, quite frankly, shouldn't have to be shelling out. I loved her perspective because, see, what I don't think a lot of women understand, if you pick correctly, any man worth his value is going to do what he needs to do to make sure that his child or his children are taken care of to the best of his abilities. $69 a week, even though that's what she said is adequate for the fact that her child was 4, we all know that's no money. And I get it. And I would expect that a man that is again worth his value, worth something, would take that court-ordered amount and without question, if she needed more, needed something else, he'd handle it. But the fact is that you women are out here holding men hostage for children that you guys had, and now he's still supposed to be financially obligated to provide for those children in a household that he doesn't live in a household he can't dictate the terms in a household that he can't even benefit from. And then you want the money to be so substantial that you can get your hair done and your nails done and buy them heels that you couldn't afford. No, It's nonsense. If you want that man's money, then you need to be with that man. You do not get to benefit from him financially just because you popped out 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. I don't care how many children, because you're an adult. And in 2022, you are not in a position to where you cannot work. You are not in a position to where you cannot earn more income, period, and take care of yourself as the adult you are. Because let's be clear, ladies, only adults have children. Only women are supposed to be mothering children in the first place. And if you are not ready for this responsibility, if you are not up to the task, and if you're not up to the task to be a mother on your own, if you're not up to the task to be somebody's wife, girlfriend, whatever the situation is in the relationship, well, then maybe you need to decide to protect your womb and not reproduce. This would eliminate a lot of things. Oh, wait, did he say that? Did he hold women accountable? Did he say that you should protect your womb? Well, what about the man? Well, what about him? Why can't he wrap it up? Why can't he get a vasectomy? Blah, blah. Ladies, stop the cap. It is your responsibility to protect your reproductive system, because since the beginning of time and until kingdom come, men will never, I repeat, never make babies, produce babies, birth babies. That's not our function. Take it, own it, stop crying about it, or guess what? Get out the game. It is, in my opinion, every woman's responsibility to protect her own womb. And gentlemen, be clear. You need to be mindful of what could come if you're reckless. You need to be mindful of what situation you can end up in if you don't take protective measures. Don't take that girl's word for it that she's on birth control. You make sure she's on birth control. That is what I wanted to talk about today. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. For those who have tuned in today to hang out with me, I appreciate it. I'm going to be coming to you with another video really soon. Continue the feedback. Continue the viewership. Till next time, you guys be easy. This is Daniel Rucker signing out.